talk about it. Why else would she turn up?
Well, it's clear that neither of you are women, because that discussion about the bare arms was they thought that she was pregnant.
Incredibly, in the difficult Duchess's gushing Instagram post, her hapless husband Harry, not so groovy Harry, is that a real baby bump? Or some kind of pillow strapped on just for the cameras?
A dancing duchess in a delivery gown. And suddenly, fake bump theories are trending again. Coincidence? Not likely. Meghan knew she'd reignite the chaos, but was that her intention? Or just media hysteria on steroids? Just her, dancing before childbirth? But can raw moments like this exist without judgment? Or are public women never really free?
Are you celebrating? You remember I didn't celebrate that much. Are you celebrating?
Are you celebrating? You have to celebrate. You have to enjoy this. Huge.
Did Meghan's baby mama moment feel relatable to you? Or reckless in the spotlight? Tell us in the comments, because your voice matters more than tabloid spin.
Understanding of the royal family, and so while I now understand very clearly, there's a...
It all started with Instagram. On June 3rd, Meghan, heavily pregnant in a hospital room, was caught dancing with Harry goofing beside her. She captioned it 4 years ago today to mark Lilibet's 4th birthday. A clip meant as a private shout-out turned public spectacle, and it spread like wildfire. Punchy moves, shimmying hips. Some thought it was hilarious, some called it cringy. But palace insiders, speaking anonymously, called it classless and tragic, saying the couple completely lost it and raised official eyebrows. In a world of polished royal protocol, expect that video to ruffle more than a few feathers.
Other packets, which seems to be Meghan's idea of cooking.
Let me grab this part.
But here's the real kicker. This wasn't some leaked behind-the-scenes moment. Meghan posted it herself. That one move flipped every unspoken royal rule on its head. A duchess, twerking in a hospital gown. Critics said she'd burned the last royal bridge. But fans, oh, they saw a mom living her truth. This wasn't about rebellion. It was about reality. And Meghan knew exactly how much noise it would make. She didn't just drop a dance clip. She set the internet on fire.
Trying to go for coffee or things like that only end up hurting you at the end. So to get like a really good natural source of energy, like a...
And that's the thing. Meghan didn't need to apologize, explain, or ask for permission. She owned the moment. She reminded the world that even royals, or ex-royals, have hospital selfies, delivery room memories, and goofy dancing to distract from contractions. But here's what made the move genius. She turned what tabloids called embarrassing into a symbol of authenticity. Meghan's not just defending herself, she's rewriting the script, one clip at a time. And the world, whether they loved it or hated it, they watched. And that, in the age of viral culture, is power.
Now we have Prince Harry and Meghan, who appear to be not just mad.
For the royals, this was a headache. Critics, like royal expert Ingrid Seward, said Meghan attacked her own credibility. She called the twerk vulgar and attention-seeking, pointing out the couple repeatedly claimed they want privacy. Royal insiders said Charles and Camilla were aghast at the footage. Tragedy was a common word. Another critic called Meghan an American woman, lifting her dress while on the verge of giving birth, highlighting the clash between royal dignity and celebrity spectacle.
Will Harry and Meghan come back for it?
I think they will, because I think they need to. I think in order to keep this incredibly...
But it wasn't just about optics. For the palace, it symbolized the chaos they've tried to avoid. This wasn't another Oprah sit-down or podcast confession. It was Meghan breaking every protocol in 12 seconds flat. Behind closed doors, sources claim there was actual discussion on whether the Sussexes had crossed a final line. It's no longer just about being distant from the crown, one insider said. It's about becoming entirely incompatible with it. In royal terms, that's code for exile. And yet, Meghan's silence, non-existent. She's louder, bolder, and more fearless than ever. And the firm has no playbook for that.
Was the move about getting away from the UK press, because the press is, is everywhere, or was the move because you weren't getting enough support?
And then, the internet went wild, harping it as proof of the fake pregnancy theories that never died. Some folks are convinced Meghan wore a prosthetic bump. Again, these rumours date back to Archie's birth and conspiracy fueled by odd hospital protocol choices. A wild ride? Definitely. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Meghan and Harry proved that when you share, skeptics dig deeper. Posting that twerk clip reignited every conspiracy thread they thought was dormant. And there's no filter in those forums.
Of your, was it part of what you were thinking about as you started bringing all of these things together? There was a lot of...
But here's the tea. These theories don't just live in Reddit rabbit holes anymore. They've bled into mainstream gossip. Viral TikToks are breaking down bump sizes frame by frame. YouTubers are dissecting shadows and belly angles, like it's the Zapruder film. Even daytime TV hosts are throwing in jabs, half joking but stirring the pot. Meghan's video wasn't just a nostalgic throwback, it became forensic evidence in the hands of the internet. Whether it's fans or foes, they're all tuned in. And Meghan, she knew exactly what would happen. This wasn't a mistake. It was a match thrown in a room full of dry paper.
Harry, what a guy. Now, my question to the audience, though, is we'll revisit this a little later, because I want to talk about...
Boom. You think Meghan was alone in this? Nah. Harry took a page from Spare, mentioning the dance. Nothing but joy and love in that room. We did the baby Momma dance around the hospital room. The couple made it a playful preview of Lilibet's entrance, a joyous, chaotic, genuine moment. Harry's quotes, along with the earlier In-N-Out burgers and fajita feasts pre-labor, solidify that it wasn't staged. It was real family unfiltered. But cynics see it as rebranding theatre, and we haven't heard the end of that debate.
Clear that the dim Duchess doesn't have a whole lot going on. This much she knows. If she makes a noise, makes the papers, and makes people...
Some called it Harry's most California dad moment yet. Barefoot in a hospital, laughing, dancing, talking spicy food. No stiff upper lip, just goofy energy and chaos. But not everyone's buying it. Detractors say the story's too convenient, too cute. One tabloid called it PR gold masquerading as parenting. Still, Harry's message was crystal. We're not buttoned-up royals anymore. We're just people. Messy, loud, and loving it. For better or worse, the man who once wore Nazi cosplay is now the guy grooving in a delivery room. And that's a rebrand no one saw coming.
We fled my home country, we moved to California, and for 12 months during lockdown, where we said literally nothing, it was relentless.
The real power move, Meghan's shift from silence to front and center storytelling. She spoke up. You have to be authentic on Aspire. And that move has purpose. This clip wasn't dropped by accident. It was curated to land with impact. It reminds fans there's a person behind the headlines, that Meghan doesn't hide, that she's real. It's a classic Hollywood pivot. Control your narrative, or else someone else will write it.
Well, this picture is one angle. Anyone that was there says that she did not look pregnant.
However, the angle that I'm looking at...
But let's not forget, authenticity is Meghan's biggest currency right now. She's not just showing the glam or the speeches, she's showing bloopers, belly laughs, and bad lighting. And that's exactly what today's audiences crave. Instagram queens and TikTok mums are out here saying, same girl. It's relatability meets royalty, and it's calculated down to the caption font. Some see it as refreshing, others call it brand building disguised as vulnerability. Either way, Meghan's sending a clear message. She's done being the silent Duchess. From now on, every frame, every quote, every clip, that's her story. And she's not letting anyone else tell it.
He's easy to love. He's been through extraordinary things. He's come out the other side.
Let's break it down. Critics called it classless or hypocritical. Tabloids screamed vulgar. Privacy pundits gasped. But media coverage soared. Nothing builds reach like provocation. Even negative quotes, like tragic or lost it, become assets in attention economy. Whether you love it or hate it, you're watching. And that's what Meghan wants. This is entertainment turned to influence. That's how Hollywood names stay in headlines.
And the Duchess responds, yes, social media is a environment that I think has a lot of...
But it's risky. Public backlash, royal disdain. It cuts deep. Ingrid Seward said adding intimacy while rejecting media privacy rules is a vulgar contradiction. Jenny Bond warned airing such intimate moments before childbirth crosses personal boundaries. Even so, Meghan reclaimed control. She owns it. She asked for truth. She owns criticism. This is no meltdown, it's a statement. I share what I want.
Yes, social media is a environment that I think has a lot of that,
Look, if you thought this was just a cheeky baby bump shake, nah, it was layered. The twerk was symbolic, a message to the press. We control our narrative now. A message to the royals. We're not playing your game anymore. She didn't do it in a palace ballroom. She did it in a hospital room. No tiara, no velvet gloves. Just a woman being herself. Raw, goofy and powerful.
Cannot make sense of that because I understand that there are certain platforms. Look, today's a really good example. This
isn't a comeback, it's a reboot. Meghan isn't trying to fit into the mold anymore. She's carving her own lane. The jam brand, the podcast, the Netflix series, and now this clip. It all feeds into a master plan. She's not just a duchess anymore. She's a businesswoman, a mum, a media strategist, and a digital icon. Even the controversies play into the algorithm. This is brand building 101, Hollywood style.
7th wedding anniversary, actress Meghan Markle delivered a dazzling display of marital bliss and sent
Here's the real tea. Meghan knew the dance video would stir the pot, and she counted on it, because attention equals leverage. Leverage equals power, and power lets you call the shots on what gets posted, what gets said, and what gets remembered. So yeah, it was just a dance, but it was also a statement. I'm not the villain you made me out to be. I'm a woman who twerks, laughs, and births babies like every other woman, and I'm done hiding.
This popped up on my Instagram yesterday, and I was feeling a bit down, and it popped up. Oh my God, how joyful somebody! And you know me, I'm obsessed.
So what did we learn today? The Meghan twerk moment wasn't just for laughs. It was a reminder that behind the glam, the scandal, and the titles, there's a person who's rewriting her story. She's shaking things up, literally and figuratively, and she's not done yet. Now we want to hear from you. Was Meghan's baby mama dance empowering, embarrassing, or expertly calculated? Was it a new level of real or a risky publicity stunt gone too far?
And stubborn vanity is going to cost the taxpayer of this country because we just found out how much he is.
Sound off in the comments and let's get that royal debate raging. And if you're vibing with deep dives like this, hit that subscribe, smash the like, and ring that bell, because the next Hollywood breakdown might just blow your mind. Until next time, stay woke, stay wild, and stay watching.